How you going, boys and girls? Got this Mitsubishi 4N14 here. Now I'm going to make a video on how to replace the EGR valve itself. And the previous video you would have seen I was replacing the EGR cooling valve. Now when I replaced the EGR cooling valve, I actually relocated it here. When I replaced the cooling valve, that cooling valve code went away, but the code for the EGR still stayed. So yes, the sensor was faulty, but coincidentally the EGR valve is faulty too, where you turn the key off, you turn it back on, after you clear it, nothing, you turn it off, turn it back on again, and then the code comes up. So it's usually just the valve sticking, and we'll get to why that happens. It's usually because of short running and then DPF regens that actually damage the shaft because it's got too much shit in there and you're not driving it long enough. Now it is very tight in here, so you'll notice that this part is missing here. So I've got the engine cover off, I've got the intake duct off here, right? So there's an intake pipe here that always splits, so I've removed that. I've actually tucked that underneath. Okay, you can see that pipe down there, so I'll get a torch, another one actually. Okay, so you see down there the yellow writing, so I've tucked that pipe under, I've folded it out of the way. Now you're exposed to the, because it's a diesel, I don't know if you call it a throttle body, but we're basically going to be taking off that throttle body first. That's the first step. You're going to unplug that connector, unplug that. There's 4 bolts there. Okay. There's a vacuum line here going to this diaphragm, and if you can see that, it will go down. Just that vacuum line there. Okay. Now when we remove that, we're going to get a bit more space, not too much space, and we're going to have to remove this tube here, exhaust tube here. This goes into the intake. Okay, that goes out to the EGR valve, and then the EGR cooler sits underneath it. So it's a bit tricky. I think it's one of the first videos on it that I've seen. So yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll label this as part 1. Take off the throttle body, and then any step I go through, I'm going to go through it step by step. Make a couple part series and just help you guys out here.